Hello, everyone. This is your marketing person, Henna from Sprint IT speaking. And I'm usually trying to stay in the shadows, but I'll make an exception for this occasion. Meet here is such a big personality who had so many good ideas for promoting Sprint IT that one blog post just isn't enough. So I had to ask him to do a video with me. And we can call this our pilot podcast, even though it's clearly a video. But I'll be your podcast host and you will be my first guest meet or maybe co-host. Let's see how this goes.
First of all, Hannah, thank you very much for choosing me for starting this journey. Okay, it's kind of a big deal for me. Secondly, yeah, I think the blog post or whatever we are putting on website, that's good, but I think it's not enough to show. It will require more than words to express our emotions to the people. So that's why we come up with this thing. Thank you, and thank you for inviting me. If I introduce myself, my name is Meet Vaishnani. I'm from India, and I started as a sprinter in October 2021. And since then, it doesn't feel like it's been 2 years since I joined. The journey has been good, and thank you very much.
And we actually, you and me, started at the same time.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
not much difference. Yeah.
exactly.
So
When
yeah,
the world was changing, like after COVID. And
yeah, like what was still the same, but the people are changing,
yeah,
and mindset of people are changing, and they are adapting the new normal, and
exactly.
people are even not pronouncing it a new normal. Now it's normal. So what is still the same, but people has changed.
That's true.
Yeah.
But I'm also so happy to do this video with you because there is so much content in our channels about the Finnish office and people working in Finland. And India tends to be left in the background, not on purpose, but it just happens. And we do have this separate LinkedIn page now for India, but otherwise we are sharing those social media channels. So we should fix that, right? And do more content about India.
Yeah, of course. Like there is so much thing happening here in India as well. But there is a we are in a bit of momentum. We are in the changing phase, and we are looking for a new office. We are looking for new people. Okay, and there are lots of recent changes in India. So I think we are a bit busy with that. But I
Yeah,
think we need to spare some time, just to highlight what we are doing exactly, so other people can know and they can be part of the future journey as well.
so let's talk about a bit about your office in Vadodara. How do you pronounce it? Vadodara.
Yeah, so like there are two names for this city. One is
Okay,
Vadodara, okay,
Vadodara.
which has four words, and one is a simple one. People also call it Baroda. Yeah, so Baroda, it's kind of it's a place where it's being transitioned to a mega city. Okay, a few years
Yeah,
back it was just a regular city. People used to come there for a career, and they stayed there. But now it's been since last a decade, it has its reputation as a one of the growing IT sector in India. I think most of the people which is in Sprint IT since last 4 or 5 years have visited the Baroda office. Okay, it's kind of cozy.
hmm,
You can fit easily 10 or 15 peoples. Okay,
yeah,
if you are not fan of coziness, then you will be not able to focus in the beginning. But yeah, it's cozy place, and it's nice. We have one meeting room, and there is common areas as well, which is we have to
right,
share with other offices, like canteen, the parking, stuff like that.
right,
But otherwise, yeah, like it's not what I feel is it's not the office, or it's not the size of the office. It's uh it's the employee, and it's the people who work in the office. Okay, even though if you have the grand office and you don't have the employees, it will still be a empty building. Okay.
And you said in the blog post that it's actually pretty quiet there. Is it really true?
It's quiet in the sense, like for example, generally people comes after 9 a.m, 9:30, 10. I think after once it is 10 a.m, I think everybody's in the office. But now it's quiet in the sense like there is much not you cannot find drama like you see in other offices. Okay, everybody is focused to work because it's cozy.
Yeah,
You had to make it little bit disciplined, otherwise
yeah,
nobody is able to focus because you can everybody is sitting right there. Okay, and if something little spark has happened, then it's gonna
yeah,
travel all over the office very quickly. One thing I mentioned, it's quiet until somebody's food orders arrive. So by
exactly.
that, what I mean is the spark I told you earlier. So that's the spark. Okay. So like imagine it's one p.m. Okay, you are in the
Yeah,
meeting. You are about to start your lunch. You don't know what is in your lunch. Okay, maybe you forgot or you didn't bring the lunch. You are thinking what to eat, and at the same time, somebody's orders arrive. Okay, so now all the now elephant has entered the room and everybody is looking at the food order. Yeah,
but you are not at the office at the moment, right? You're at home.
yeah. So I'll
Oh,
be visiting the office next week, but right now I'm
okay.
working remotely from home.
So how
Uh,
often do you go to the office and how much do you stay at home?
I think after COVID, I just go bi-weekly. Okay, so three
Hmm.
or 4 days when I visit the office. So I think mostly 6 to 7 days a month I will be at the office.
Okay.
Apart from that, I prefer to work from home.
So let's change the subject a bit. In the blog, you also stated that working with Finnish colleagues is quite easy. Everybody speaks English pretty well. Um, how, how does it go? And have you learned any Finnish, any words? Of course, you don't
I
need
I
it,
I
but I'm just curious.
I only learn one word, kiitos. Okay,
Kiitos. Well, that's
uh,
the best one.
I know many words, but I cannot pronounce.
Yeah.
But this is the word I can pronounce, in Finnish accent. So that's why I call it. I learned the word. Okay, but when we in our Sprint IT Finland office, I think most of the people speaks fluent English.
Yeah. Yeah.
So and it's the accent of English. It's also easy to understand.
By the way, is your own language Gujarati?
Yeah. So my mother tongue is Gujarati,
Yeah.
and our national language is Hindi.
Right.
So it's kind of like the our universal language is English. Kind of our national language is Hindi.
Yeah.
But if you go to different parts of India, you will find so many local languages.
Right.
Okay, and I think I even don't know the number of languages we have. What I liked about Finnish is, I think it's one of the toughest language. I think there are a few family members in my family that speak Cantonese and other languages as well. They, yeah, but I can understand if they are talking about me or talking about some situation. I can tell.
Okay.
But in Finnish, I cannot tell the difference. Like if you're talking about me or if you're talking politics, if you are discussing movie, I can't tell. Yeah,
Actually, it was you who mentioned first at one point that you would like to do a podcast. So, can you
yeah,
tell me more about your idea? I mean, Odoo
yeah.
is already doing their podcast and it's very professional, but and we don't want to copy. Oh, yeah, but what are your ideas? What would you like to achieve with the
Yeah. So again,
podcast?
I will highlight what Odoo is doing in terms of software. So it is providing you all-in-one solution. Okay.
Yeah.
They have market experts and they decide what we will put in the next version. Okay. But at Sprint IT, we are doing much more things in the depth, whether
Okay.
it is accounting, whether it is manufacturing, whether it is marketing, or whether it is anything else, sales or purchase. We have so many things, and we also have lots of experience here as well.
Yes.
So I would like to have a platform where people can come and they can express the ideas or the solution they have done, kind of a testimonial. So it's kind of providing a visual content to the people. They can easily understand what we are trying to do,
Yeah.
and they can we can prove our point, or we can what we exactly do here in terms of solution. Okay, so they will be much easier to the people to understand.
Yeah.
And yeah, so there are many things is happening right now at the moment while we are talking. And if we present it to people in terms of podcasts, I think everyone will have a piece of pie that we are having.
So maybe this is the beginning of something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is podcast is a way to reach the new people, whether it is a future sprinter, whether it is a future client, or someone who wants to learn Odoo. Okay, it can be a
Yes.
platform for the people to start their journey in Odoo or in Sprint IT.
Yes.
So if we put it simple way,
And now that you mentioned future sprinters, I know that we need more Odoo developers in India. So
yeah,
how would you promote Sprint IT India to
yeah. So
new
yeah,
future candidates?
yeah, one way is like now we have our own LinkedIn channel in India,
Yeah.
so I think it will be more easy to understand like what we are doing at India office. But I'm not expert on the recruitment, but I'll say, but after COVID or after since last 2 3 years, people has changed. Their priorities has changed.
Yeah.
So I think what they are looking for is trust. If you're able to gain their trust and if you mutually agree on something, then I think it will be easy for them to join us, because right now there are thousands of registered IT companies, but people are not able to decide where to go. Okay,
Right.
but if we able to gain the trust, it will be easy to onboard them.
Yes.
Fingers
So
crossed.
openness in social media and maybe more content about India. That's a good
Yeah,
way to start.
yeah.
I would have so many questions to ask, but we need to keep this short and leave something
Hmm.
for the future. But I also want to thank you for your example. Like, it's so easy to make a video, but so many of us are shy and scared about presenting themselves in a video.
Yeah.
So we need pioneers, and I thank you for that. But
Hmm.
so if we keep this going, who should we invite to our podcast next?
Maybe we can invite our people's lead Yanina just to start. Okay,
Yes,
it will be easy to talk about Sprint IT, and then we can go into depth of what we do at the Sprint IT. But I think she can give us, a lot of stories or a lot of things that we has done in past and we are doing right now, and what will happen in the near future and uh, a long future. So I think we should invite her and we should talk about stuff like what we do at Sprint IT and how it feels working at Sprint IT.
and what about who should be next in India? I want to introduce more of you.
In India, again, you mentioned people are shy. So same story here. I don't
Hmm.
know who will love to join, but I think we should do it with Himani, or because she is a new joinee and she can
Yes,
have their fresh thoughts. We have Hitesh who can provide us how it feels to work like in terms of different teams, because he has worked in a previous company and now he has joined here and now he's working here. So we can talk about that. We have Jitendra Singh who is experienced, and he can also give his thoughts about how how it feels to work in the Sprint IT. Again, we also have people in the operational level, Chitindra P and Siddiq as well. They can give us idea of like at the higher level, okay, that how it feels to work at India, how India is growing, what are our future plans, okay, so they can highlight their thoughts. I
yes.
think even if you pick anybody randomly, it will be great podcast.
Okay, we should wrap this up. Thank you
Yeah,
so much, Meet. It was a pleasure doing this pilot pod
yeah.
with
Yeah, I
you.
also enjoyed this one. Like, I didn't expect that this much content will be out, and we will have so many things to talk about. But yeah, it came good. Yeah, it came out good, really good.
Yes,
Thanks for
thank
that. I
you.
really enjoyed this one, and I'm looking forward to doing this more often in future. Uh, let's plan this together, and yeah, let's make it a regular thing.